Welcome to Crime Time from TPI, the podcast.
I'm Lizzie Arbogast-Gwynn. This week's top true crime story is The Naked Runner, and we're going to let AI John and AI Jane tell you the story.
Okay, so get ready for this one. We're diving into a story, and it's nuts. Stolen truck, wild chase, and get this, a naked suspect.
Yeah, this one's got it all. Local news, but it's got, like, action movie vibes, you know?
Totally. And it gets even crazier the deeper you go. We're talking Alexander City, Alabama. The ACPD, they put out this Facebook post, right? Laying it all out there, and we're breaking it down.
Buckle up, folks.
It starts with a stolen Chevy Silverado. Pretty standard.
Yeah, unfortunately, not exactly uncommon.
Exactly. But then the ACPD spots the truck, and boom, the chase is on.
And that's where things that escalate quickly.
Because it's not just a chase. He leads them on a tear, then ditches the truck and makes a run for it, on foot.
And not just on foot towards a bridge, the Covenabit Highway Bridge, to be exact.
And I bet you can guess what happens next.
Oh, I think I can. Let me guess. He doesn't just walk across.
Nope. He jumps straight off the bridge.
Talk about a leap of faith. Or maybe just a leap of desperation. Who knows what's going through his head at that point?
I mean, seriously, what was he thinking?
Well, think about it from his perspective. At that moment, he's probably panicking, right? Adrenaline's pumping, cops are on his tail. Jumping from that bridge, it might have seemed like his only option.
Into what? Water, rocks. Who even knows what's down there?
Exactly. It's a huge risk, but again, desperate times, desperate measures, as they say.
And that's just the beginning. Because after the bridge jump, he's on the run, right?
Oh, yeah. This is where the real tracking begins. And it gets tricky.
Because we're not talking about some city park. This is Alabama wilderness. We're talking woods, water, the whole 9 yards.
Absolutely. This guy, he's not just evading the cops. He's dealing with the elements, wildlife, the terrain. It's a whole different ballgame.
It sounds intense. Like, how do you even begin to track someone in that situation?
Well, it takes serious skill and manpower. We're talking canine units, probably helicopters with thermal imaging, the works. And even with all that, it's not easy.
And did I mention the suspect is naked? Because, oh yeah, somewhere along the way, clothes come off.
Yeah, that was the detail that really caught my attention.
Right. I mean, who does that? What's the strategy there?
Honestly, no strategy. Pure, unadulterated fight-or-flight response. Clothes can snag, hold you back. He's in survival mode.
Just trying to disappear into the woods. Except not exactly blending in.
Not so much, although it probably made him harder to spot on thermal imaging. Maybe he'd seen one too many action movies.
Or maybe just a total mental breakdown. Hard to say. But here's the kicker. He's on the run for over 24 hours.
Let me tell you, that's a long time to be on the lam, especially in those conditions.
So what happens? Did they ever catch him?
Oh, they catch him. Eventually.
Okay, but how? Where was he? What was he doing all that time?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Unfortunately, the ACPD's report is pretty tight-lipped on the detail.
Come on, that's the good stuff.
I know. They're probably saving it for the press conference.
So we're left with a cliffhanger.
For now, yeah. But hey, that's the thing about a deep dive like this. It's not just about the what, it's about the why. In this case, it's got him in spades.
It makes you think, right? Like, what would make someone do all that?
Absolutely. It's a reminder that sometimes truth is stranger than fiction.
And that sometimes ditching your clothes seems like a good idea. Who knew?
Don't get any ideas now.
I wouldn't dream of it. Anyway, that's our deep dive for today. Let us know what you think on social media. We're dying to know your theories on this one.
Until next time, stay safe and clothed.
Yeah, good advice.
Crime Time is a production of TPI Media, where accurate local news is top priority. You can support community journalism by following the links in the show notes.